Well, many fans have been wondering exactly how Agatha Coven of Chaos is going to tie into the first Wandavision show. And now one of the returning stars has dropped one heck of a quote and gives us a really clear picture on how this show connects with Wandavision. Is it Wandavision Season 2? Well, in case you didn't know, the only Marvel series to receive a second season officially, at least in live action, has been Loki. What If Season 2 is also headed our way, but traditionally, so far, the Marvel television shows have been limited to one-and-done seasons. Now, one thing that seemed pretty close to a second season was Agatha Coven of Chaos, because it saw the return of Kathryn Hahn as Agatha Harkness, who was a huge part of the first WandaVision season. Now, clearly, this season is going to be focusing on Agatha. Her name's in the title, but it is seeing a ton of returning cast members, and one of those cast members had something pretty interesting to say about the show. Now, recently, Berkshire Magazine talked with Debra Jo Rupp. Now, for me, she'll always be Mrs. Foreman, but if you remember correctly, she played Sharon Davis, aka Mrs. Hart, during the first season. Now, we have gotten confirmation she will indeed be returning for Agatha House of Harkness, and this led to some questions with Berkshire Magazine about the upcoming show. And that's where we get the interesting quote. She actually said, "It's the second season of WandaVision for Marvel. It's very much like American Horror Story, where each season is a whole new kind of thing. I was shocked when they called me, because I really thought that would be it, and I was fine with that. But when they called, I got excited, because it's a character I never get to play. She's going to be fun." Now, there's two big drops here from this, and I like them both. First, a second season of WandaVision. The first season of WandaVision was really good, and it was Marvel's first outing on TV, so it does hold a very special, nostalgic place in my heart. The show itself, for me, was a huge success, took lots of risks, and did things Marvel Studios wasn't able to do on the big screen, and honestly, Kathryn Hahn's Agatha Harkness really helped pull the show together, even though it was Elizabeth Olsen's project. Now, the second thing she had to say about American Horror Story, I do really like that, because that show has a unique take on almost everything that it does. It also has Evan Peters, who's returning in this season as Ralph Boner once again. Now, American Horror Story tells basically different stories each season with the same cast. Now, there are some additions and subtractions to each one, but it's a whole new tale, and it looks like Marvel is at least being inspired by that show to help develop their WandaVision world, for lack of a better term. Honestly, this is a great idea, because that aspect on horror, being able to sort of reflect back on other stuff, and taking a unique, nuanced take on each season, is something Marvel probably could be a little better at with their shows. They're a little formulaic, and this is a great way to step out of those patterns. Now, how much changes between the first season and the second season, we're going to have to wait and see. Clearly, these people are playing the same characters, so it's definitely not American Horror Story. But the unique take and approach American Horror Story, I think, is going to be applied, and hopefully it gives us something a bit different. The show has a huge star-studded cast, and there's persistent rumors that Elizabeth Olsen will indeed be part of the project, so if it really is WandaVision Season 2, it seems like a must. Wanda Maximoff has to be part of it. But how all that works out, we're going to have to wait and see.